Hey team, what's up? I come to you live from my camper if you happen to watch this video on YouTube. But I like to keep it real with you. This is what it looks like behind me. I need a better storage situation for this shelf, but that's it. I'm also wearing Matt's t-shirt because it's so hot outside. I've gone through all of the t-shirts that I have and I need to do laundry. That was not necessary for me to tell you, but I wanted you to know. This leads me to my next question. Do you want any vlogs from me? I'm thinking of doing like a vlog style podcast situation, and I think it could be really fun where I like take you along in a week with me or something like that, and I give you the same sort of information you would get on the podcast but in like a little vlog. Thoughts? Feedback? Would love to know on Instagram. Okay, geez. Today we're talking about going viral, and I can't wait to tell you everything about it. Okay, let's get into it. So, every marketer on the internet will sell you the dream. I shouldn't say every marketer. That's a little harsh. Most that I come across will sell you the dream of wanting you to go viral, or telling you you can go viral if you follow XYZ thing, if you make sure you're doing this thing, or you make sure this thing is on, all of that. But what nobody talks about with virality, because everybody talks about here's what you should do if you want to go viral, but nobody talks about this point here. It's not as good of a strategy as you actually think it might be. Nobody talks about that. They're all like, you should go viral. And nobody is like, actually, guys, this might not be a good thing. So that's why we're here. This is what I'm going to tell you about. I wanted to call this episode Why I Think Going Viral is Actually a Trash Thing to Want. Thank God my producer Marie does SEO research and I'm not in charge of coming up with episode titles, but just that I also wanted you to know that. We're really just disclosing a lot today. Okay, let's really get into the meat of it here. I don't think you should go viral or want to go viral because the people who are coming into your audience are not your target audience. They are everyone and their aunt. Everyone and their aunt doesn't want to see about your latest trip, even if you did gain a bunch of followers, because then you're going to start posting content. It's like, let's say something did go viral and you got like a ton of followers. Okay. So then you start posting content and you're like, my engagement is really low in proportion to the amount of followers I have. That's odd. Well, it's not odd. It's because the people who are following you showed up when you posted this viral thing and now are like, actually wasn't interested in road tripping guides across the US. Like, actually, that's not what I wanted. So then it might cause you to spiral in more than one way, but possibly in the way of like, oh shit, and posting all this content and like nobody's responding to it anymore. Like, why aren't people responding to it anymore? This series I was sharing was doing so well. Why isn't it doing well anymore? When really the series you were sharing was doing excellent with your target audience who are following you, but now you have literally everybody and their aunt following you and they're like not interested in what you're sharing. So it can cause you to change something that is already a winning game. I think going viral might be a good thing if you have a physical product. That I will say. We've all seen the TikTok commercials that come up on real TV about these small businesses who have physical products who like grew from TikTok. Like, awesome. Social media is a very powerful tool. If you've ever watched Shark Tank and they do the recaps of the people who have been on Shark Tank, they're always like, yeah, ever since our episode aired, sales blew up. We had to like work overtime and hire all these people. Like, that's fine. Those are things you can manage, but that is difficult. That is hard. Like, moment of silence for the people with physical products. And what happens when you go viral with physical products, like that's crazy. That must be insane. But if you are a travel creator who then goes viral and you have digital products to sell, you might sell some, but the raving reviews and social proof you need from those purchase reviews aren't going to be the ones who will leave you the social proof reviews you need. Okay, let me say this again. So you go viral. Imagine this. And you have a digital product and you sell it. If you've ever purchased something on the internet and this product has like thousands of reviews and you look through the reviews, a lot of them are like good product. A lot of them say something like 5 stars, love, would buy again. That's awesome. That is something you should still screenshot and put in your feel good folder. But it's not something that is gonna like convince somebody to sell it again. Do you know what I mean? Maybe this is a weak argument, but do you see where I'm going here? Of like, the people who might buy your shit aren't going to leave like a super in-depth review because they weren't your like perfect target audience. They weren't that target audience that was like so enamored by what you were selling that they're like, this was such a life-changing product for me. This like seriously helped me so much. They're not going to be leaving you the raving social proof reviews. Plus, what happens after you go viral? Who knows? Literally, who knows? Actually, I have an episode out with Sophia from world.of.sophia on Instagram, and we had a chat about virality and what happens after you go viral. The episode title is You Go Viral, Now What? If you want to go and find it and listen to it. That was such a great chat. But no, there's no like blueprint for what to do after you go viral, just like there's no necessarily exact blueprint of how to go viral in some spaces. So figuring out what to do, like I kind of alluded to in the beginning of this episode, when you first go viral, of like, oh shit, I'm posting all this content that was doing well previously and now it's not. Nobody tells you about that. There's nobody there to be like, okay, now you should do this, because now we have to like clean up your audience. Now, after you've gone viral, your account is full of people you don't even know what they want or what they need. You don't even know what they want or what they need. You'll likely have some dead engagement like we've been talking about. The other iffy sort of thing that comes up with going viral is that now you have like a bigger community. It's going to be harder to weed through all of the notifications to get to the people who were in your community before to like really connect with them. It's just a little barrier, but still there's going to be so many more people to get to like know and chat with and actually find your target audience amongst all the people who have come to you. But it's a little bit harder to manage a larger community. It can, of course, be done. People do it all the time. But it is something to keep in mind. So I want to know, what do you think of going viral? Is it something you strive to do? Is it something you want to achieve? So maybe this is a hot take, but one of my rules I like to live by is if everybody is doing it, it's probably not a good idea. So is virality one of those things? I don't know. I think there's huge power in building a community. And I think there's also a massive misconception that you have to have a lot of followers to make a lot of money. I know this is not true, but I just wanted to remind you of that if that has been on your mind. I hope wherever you are, the sun is shining. I'm currently sunburnt because I'm in Arizona. Side note, today I went up Mount Lemon in Arizona, in Tucson, actually. Wow, that was cool. If you've never heard of this place before, essentially you are climbing up to 9,000 feet of elevation gain. And from the bottom where you're starting, the ecosystem or the biodiversity is in Mexico. And by the time you're at the top, it's in Canada. So it's so sick. And I got this cool sticker. Let me show you. Yes. Also would like to shout out if you are in the Phoenix or Tucson area. There is a brewery called Drink Like You Care. No, there's a brewery called Arizona Wilderness Brewing Co. They have this cute sticker that says Drink Like You Care because their beer saves water. They're like all into sustainability. Anyway, tangent. Okay. Let me know what you think of going viral. I would love to hear from you. I hope you have a great week. Happy creating. I will see you soon.